I hope you are ready to embark. I shall warn you though, the game will spit out any unworthy ones.
Vous êtes prêts? Allez, on y va.
Today I will give you clues that will lead you to words. You'll have to take certain letters and find the resulting word for this week's episode. In the big picture, after gathering the 4 words for the upcoming 4 weeks, you should be able to redact a final phrase that should lead you to glory.
The first word you need to find is the name of the city where my parents were born, Monsieur and Madame Cardet. The city and the country have changed their names since, because of following wars and political conflicts. Or maybe it's just all the beer they drink. After all, this city is part of the country where most beer is drunk in the world. I don't really drink it, but my father did. He actually produced it.
If I am not mistaken, my parents' city is famous for their hops exporting and has been in use for over 7 centuries. Intéressant, non? Now, in this word that you're searching for, the letter that will matter is the second. Or is it the third of the word? De toute façon, ça ne change rien.
The second word is the place I was born in Paris. And I mean the actual place.
Back then, it would often be a sage-femme that helped mothers deliver from home. Hospitals used to be nasty places, riddled with disease and not very safe to be in labor. Mais bon, the survival rate of newborns in hospital was rising, and so I was one of those newborns, brought to this world on April 19th, 1929.
There were not that many hospitals back then in Paris, but still few. The hospital actually still exists. I visited it not too long ago. I sat during, took some pictures. I sent them to Sorkai. He told me he published it. You could find them below the video. A code I myself can crack.
The letter you will need here is the first letter of the last word of its full name.
So you know where my parents are from? You know where I was born? Let me tell you now where I lived.
It's actually a big deal, considering that the person that lived there before was an artist like myself. A different kind, but an artist all the same.
I still listen to some of his compositions. One of my favorite is Camille quelque chose. Let me help you out here. We lived in the same street. Him before me, but in the very same house.
It was number 7, right across from the... not yet, trop tôt. In fact, the street has been named after him. A street named after you? That's when you know you made it. We both lived on this street. But I guess he was more important. Wait, tant pis. The first letter of his last name is what you'll need.
En gros, I think we have a good start. But let me give you just one more. This will represent a place I went quite often. But remember, I was still a baby. My mother took me out there to take some fresh air. She said this was my favorite spot, right outside of home. Je caressais les fleurs et je marchais les pieds nus sur les pierres froides. Oui, that's a place, but don't look too far. It's one of those simple things. No need to overthink. It is perhaps just under your nose. At least, it would be if you could figure out the last clue. It is the last letter of this word. Now it's on you. There are 4 letters I must have counted. String them together and find the first word. Don't worry, I see you next week for the rest of the adventure. À la semaine prochaine.